like to shorten Ben Rhodes' answer.
I was going to say, first one I would get is I'd go back in time.
Editor. That's
okay.
It's editor.
I'd like to go back in time and miss that whole winter.
We'll never get that time back, I don't think, you know.
Oh, man, but
There's Cole Custer, and he's one of those that inside the top 10 speed chart wise. Hey, by the way, as you look at our speeds and our at the top of the screen there, those with the green background have already won a race and are securely in the chase at this point. You win and get in, we believe. If you're in yellow, you would point your way in if the chase began today. And if you have the blue background, well, you're not in. You're on the outside looking in, and some of those still have an opportunity to get there, but work to be done if you're in a blue background.
I'm telling you, I believe this thing is wide open here for maybe somebody to put their name in green.
You can see 71 truck Carlos Gutierrez. He's last nearly, Phil. But one of our top 10 trucks, he could barely gain on him down the front straightaway, even with the draft. So that tells you how closely matched these trucks are. All the other trucks squeezed in between there. That's why we're going to see such a great race. This draft on the front straightaway is a great equalizer. Lets guys really gain ground if they get a good run off that third turn.
And just to kind of put together the two comments that first you may feel about it being wide open tomorrow, and then Michael, what you just said, you know, last year, you looked at this race in the field, you had Kyle Busch, you had Kevin Harvick, you had Brad Keselowski, you had Austin Dillon, all in the race. None of those guys are here. No Cup driver in this race. It is wide open for one of these drivers that has yet to win to get that victory and secure their spot in the chase. Maybe not a better opportunity in the remaining 5 races we have this season before the chase begins.
It's almost like a standalone. It's almost like we're at a different racetrack, and the Cup guys aren't here because none of them are in the race. So I think a lot of these guys are going to treat it that way and say, this is our opportunity. Let's go ahead and put that one in the books so we can concentrate on getting ourselves ready for the chase in the next 5 or so races.
You look at our history here at Pocono. This is the 7th time the trucks will race here, and a pretty stout list of previous winners.
Yeah, like you said, Vince, all those guys are racing somewhere else. So looking to try to derail Christopher Bell and William Byron. There you see Bell. He's the fastest truck so far in this session. His teammate William Byron is second. They've both been to victory lane, but behind them, Reddick and Rhodes just nipping at their heels, trying to accomplish the same thing.
If we had a first-time winner tomorrow, who amongst the drivers that has yet to win this season do you feel like is closest to doing it?
You know, I'm impressed by these Brad Keselowski trucks today. They seem to handle well. A little bit off in speed in that first session, but Reddick is all the way up to 3rd in this one. So I would look for those guys. And if Ben Kennedy in this Jacob Company's truck, if he doesn't drive to victory lane soon, that would surprise me as well. He's been very fast. He's been very consistent. And this truck, again, is running really well.
Ben's right now up in the 13th spot. He was in the top 10 in that first practice session. But guys, I think Ben Rhodes would be one that would not surprise me to see him get to victory lane. He's knocked on the door. He had a great opportunity to win the race at Kansas. He and Johnny Sauter got together right at the end of the race, and it opened the door for William Byron to get to victory lane. But Ben Rhodes has had some speed just about everywhere we've gone, so it would not shock me to see him get to victory lane.
Ben Kennedy, by the way, he's just 9th in points, so maybe he doesn't win, but could still point his way in. He's only 18 points out of a chase position. Now, John West Townley's another interesting story. Let's get more on his situation with Caitlin.
Well, Vince, the 05 was actually just black flagged, and I came over to the team to check in with them and see what was happening. He said, well, his radio wasn't working. The push-to-talk communication was not happening. They could hear him, but he could not hear them at all. So they actually asked NASCAR to black flag the 05 to try and bring him down to pit road and see if they can't get that situation fixed.
John West Townley missed a couple of races. This was his first race back after experiencing concussion-like symptoms. He's one of the 3 drivers that's doing double duty with ARCA here this weekend. He'll race the ARCA race a little bit later this evening, running the trucks tomorrow night.